This player had such a bad performance last year, we stripped his captain's rights away. But is there potentially a redemption arc here? Well, personally, I think there are a few signs that show I'm Not Effective could be desperate to prove us wrong this season. I'm Not Effective, who hadn't only not won a game last season, who hadn't won a game since April 11th against Desmond. Despite this absolute terror of a season, I'm Not Effective was still picked 4th overall in the draft by Visma. I was definitely nervous about the pick, but Visma with his pink headphones seemed very confident.
Glowsen should not be a captain. That guy needs to be kicked from the league. That guy is horrible. But anyway, I mean, listen, I think the pick is kind of going to be crazy for a lot of people, but I think he just had a really bad season. I think he's a very good player, and I think me and him can work really well around each other. I can save him. I'm going to pick the better half of the duo, and I'm going to go see. No, I'm kidding. I'm Not Effective.
Taking on Desmond and Bowl Cut Matt, it was very difficult for me to have full confidence in this new duo. In one of the most bizarre games I've ever seen, I'm Not Effective drops 14 kills with only 5 deaths, which we had not seen from him in his entire career here inside of our league, and is able to ice up the smart way in a round 11, not over-challenging against one of the best players in the league. He doesn't have enough time to plant the bomb. He doesn't have enough time to plant the bomb. He doesn't know where I'm Not Effective is. Oh, no way he gets there in time. I don't think he has enough. He doesn't. I'm Not Effective is gonna hide his way to a round 11 victory. This new and improved I'm Not Effective has been a sight to watch, and I think there are a few reasons for this amazing turnaround in play. One, I think Visma being able to direct I'm Not Effective and let him play more freely on the map suits his play style so much better than last year. Number 2, the confidence that we are seeing from I'm Not Effective so far has been night and day from last season. And I think a huge part of that is being with a teammate he knows and has chemistry with. And number 3, sometimes you just need a reset. After going 0-17, getting a fresh start not only with a new teammate, but a reset record for the mental can do absolutely crazy things for players in between seasons, and we're seeing it already. I will say we do have to take this with a grain of salt. Being the first game of the season, and a few missteps in pacing that led to that game being so back and forth, I think either comes from a new duo working out the kinks, or perhaps there's some underlying issues that Visma is going to have to help I'm Not Effective unlearn from last season. I think we still need to wait just a little bit before we call this duo a surefire top 5 contender. But we are starting to see I'm Not Effective hit a form that we barely saw scraps of last season. And that could be scary for the league, especially when you're paired with a guy like Visma, who you know is going to give you delusional confidence. So what do we think, Stakers? Is this just a honeymoon period between a new duo happy to have a new season? Or are Visma and I'm Not Effective getting ready to shock the league?